Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the 67 GTO. I can't even begin to tell you where we left off last because we're swamped with work here, so I guess you'll just have to look at the previous video to see where we left off. But you can see the car sitting behind me. We've got the thing all sanded down. All of the preliminary body work is done, and within a couple days here, a little more sanding, a little more stripping, and a lot of masking, we'll have this thing ready to prime. So I'm gonna flip the camera around here. We'll go around the car. I'll show you where we're at. Here she is, all one color, and that color is pretty much raw steel. The cowl here, we're gonna leave that alone. That's actually factory paint on that. I'm gonna clean all that, scuff it all down, and that'll get sealed. It'll be fine. But all of the new metal on the outside, the rockers, the quarters, the roof is original, and I'm very happy to report that underneath, the paint was actually in really good shape. There were some areas of pitting around the window openings, front and rear, and because of budget constraints, I did not go in and cut all of that out. I didn't really find any holes, but there was, like I said, there's a lot of pitting in there. So what I did was I cleaned it all out, wire brushed it. I go in with a pick, I clean everything I can, and then I take a little tiny hand sandblaster and I blasted the edges with sand, treated it, put a coating on it, and that's that black coating you're gonna see there. You see it up in there, all that black. And then that will get scuffed, primed, and painted, and it should be fine. Same thing on the back, around the roof area of the rear window. But as you can see, one of the beauties of working with new panels, especially if you knock all the dings and dents out that you can, there's very little body work to do at this point. That little bit you see back there is because there was actually a little wiggle in the stamped body line, and I didn't want to beat on it from the back, and that filler is actually a lot thinner than it looks. I'll kind of go over, start at the front of the quarter here. So the jambs are all scuffed. This is all ready for the polyester primer surfacer. Roof's all ready, feels really good. Sail panels came out great. Drip rails came out great. All around the back window is good. And as I mentioned, just the very top portion of the remaining original part of the car, the roof area. Some pitting, cleaned out, welded any holes I found. Should be good. Little tiny ding there, again, super thin. Here's that spot here. It looks bigger than it is. That filler is super thin. That is just there to keep that line straight. Now I'll move down. We'll get a little lower here. You can see we pretty much got this scuffed down. I've got to go around to the back and do a little more scuffing back here. I haven't got to the tail panel yet. I haven't got into the trunk area yet. We got to sand all this down before we prime it all. But she's looking good. Another tiny little ding there. Again, the filler you're seeing is super thin. The only stuff that's thick, and by thick I mean it had to be because of what we had to fill, was the sail panel areas. And I used a fiberglass reinforced filler underneath this regular body filler. So this regular body filler you see here is pretty thin. But like I said on the other side, there's one advantage to having all new panels in that is going to make the body work, sanding and painting stage go a lot quicker. If you're dealing with old beat up panels and you're knocking out dings, you're floating out dents, and you're doing all this extra work just to make it nice before you get to the priming stage. Well, these were actually in really good shape out of the box. Very impressed. They actually fit really well, which is saying a lot because there's a lot of reproductions out there that they don't fit worth a damn. But this all looks good. Same deal here. We'll clean the jam. This will all get cleaned, degreased, scuffed, primed. Gonna look gorgeous when it's done. I think I mentioned it before. I don't know if there's a video on it, but the drivetrain in this car is done. One of the first things we did was the chassis. So all new suspension. Didn't really go through the engine, just put some gaskets on it, made sure this thing runs real good. New gas tank, fuel lines, brake lines, all that. So we had a done chassis, and that's when we found all the problems with the body. So fortunately, mechanically, we're done. Now we just have to get this. I'll go around to this side here. You can see the roof actually pretty darn good for a car as rough as this one was. Little low spot here. Little low spot over there. There was a little low spot over there. I think I found one rust hole and I welded it shut. So considering the condition of the rest of the car, that roof was gorgeous. Same deal here, a couple little low spots. You know, sometimes people treat their cars like a shelf and they throw things on the roof. It was in a barn for 20 plus years. Stuff could have fallen on it, whatever. You end up with these little low spots, but we got them out. So it's looking good. Next video we'll probably have, you'll see this car in primer before and after sanding, right before she's ready to go and get painted. I've got the rest of the loose panels with the exception of the doors, because we are reskinning the doors. The fenders, the hood, the trunk lid, that's all out getting media blasted. I'm going to use a plastic media blast. I don't like using sand because it warps the metal. The plastic is really good. We'll see how good those parts are when they come back. Hopefully there's minimal repair on them, but we won't know until we get them back. So stay tuned for more. As always, like and subscribe. Any questions or comments, feel free. See you soon, guys.